In collecting, it's where did I start, where did the series end, and what are those anniversaries in between? And it just keeps us all lively inside of all the fun programs. Well, 2025 is a special year because we hit year 40 in the Silver Eagle program. Yeah, dominant coin in the world today. But last year was the 60th anniversary of, can you believe it? The Kennedy half dollar. 60 years. 20 plus of them, they haven't even been in circulation. Well, tonight we have a very special first decade collection, uncirculated, silver clad. It's all the great stuff, not good stuff, the great stuff. Let's go. So the Kennedy half dollar starts in 1964, right? The passing of President Kennedy, late 1963, and the quick legislation to put out a coin honoring his life and service to the United States. The Kennedy half dollar is born. So in 1964, we have two coins made, 64P and a 64D, both 90% silvers pushed into circulation. The U.S. Mint, because so many coins were flowed and just kept in 1964 because of, and they couldn't remember that, again, it's a brand new coin, very close to our heart at that time in life. As a youngster, I even was like, wow, with all of this, right? Let's go get some coins at the bank. So what does the government do after the first year of issue? They limit it to one coin per year for the next 6 years to hopefully keep more coins in circulation. Yeah, that's what our government does when they don't think. Pardon my French. So we have a 1965P, a 1966P, and a 1967P. Also silver. Then we have a 1968D, 1969D, and then we have a 1970D, also in silver, with that 70D being the holy grail in the 60 years. Why was it? Because that year, for some reason, they never released any coins into circulation. It was only in uncirculated sets. A beautiful white envelope in the poly packs. So 1970s, the end of the silver Kennedys for circulation, even though 70 wasn't. And in 1971, we bring back P and D again, and we switch everything over to copper clad. There's a misnomer. Everybody believes that we pulled silver in 64. And the coins we saw most of the time, yes, they did. We pulled dimes and quarters after 64. We didn't pull silver until 70, and 71 was P and D clad for the first time. So if you look at this, you get P and D 64, 111, 111, then 71, 2, 3, and 4, right? We have the duplications. So in all of this, we have a decade, right? A full decade. There are 16 coins in all. Each one of these is encapsulated. Each one of these is an uncirculated condition. And now let's look at the numbers. Yeah, we're give or take $6 a coin, with 8 of them being silver, and one of them, the Holy Grail, the 70D by itself, my competition sells for $60.50. Patience. The last time we had this deal, look at that item number, 905, 1205. We brought this out for the very first time 15 years ago. And I looked this up because I was curious, because this is a very popular series. We love the Kennedy, and we currently have 1.5 to 1.7 million Kennedy collectors every year. The government stopped making Kennedys in 2002 for circulation. Then they made them available to collectors because we complained so much, and it's been that way ever since 2002. 1.5 to 1.7 million collectors, P's and D's separately. So it's over 3.2 million combined. So I looked at this knowing we've been doing this for 15 years here with America's Value Channel, and we had this available in 15 years 8 times. And the issue is finding all of them in the right condition at the right time. It's really narrowed down to the 1970D. As I referenced, it's the Holy Grail. It really is. The only way you can put a collection of Kennedys together is to break an uncirculated set. That's it. Because there's no other option. In 64, we had the P's and D's in circulation. And we can go to a bank and get a roll like many of us did. But 65, 66, and 67, we didn't have uncirculated sets or proof sets. We had special mint sets. So we had coins in circulation and or special mint sets. 1968 and 1969, 1970, we had uncirculated sets to support us. And then as I referenced, 1970 by itself, a one-year only uniqueness with the Kennedy out there for 60 years. Right? They did it in 1970, and that's the key to the collection still today. But let's start adding up the numbers on this, because they are staggering. 1964s, my competition are in the mid-40s. So we just take 40. That's $80 for 2 coins. If you look at 65, 66, and 67, the Philadelphia only years in silver, they're between $20 and $25. Take 20, that's 60. So 80 and 60 is where? Yeah, 140. Then you bring in the 68 and 69 and 70, the D-only silvers. Knowing the 70D is that $60 holy grail, but the 68 and 69 are also, give or take, $20 to $25 each. Now you're over 100 just on that, you're at 240. Then you bring in the clad years. Everybody says, well, the 71 to 74s are affordable. Well, compared to the silver years, yes. But my competition still wants $12 to $22 each for those P's and D's. So we just take 10 times the 8 coins, P and D for 4 years, that's $80 on top of it. Add all that together, and that's a lot. Well, tonight, better. Much, much better. It is an outright special collection. We love it. Guys, give me a 1-minute clock, please. Lots of activity on the phones. Remember avccoins.com. When you hear that fast busy, it's been bouncing around a little bit while I've been chatting with you. Kennedys in general, we pretty much have them all. So if you are putting together a collection and you're short the 15P or the 17D or the other coin only released in uncirculated sets, why can't I find a 1987P or a D? That was also only released in uncirculated sets. 2 sets over the 60-year span. The Holy Grail here, 1970, and then the 87 P and D, as I referenced. It's just a fun one. Look at this, 16 coins, 8 of which, half of them are silver. It includes the Holy Grail in the series, the 70D. Individually encapsulated, a beautiful presentation box. We're give or take $6 and change per coin. My competition, when you average it, they're over $3.50 for the same 16 coins. That means they're way north of $20 a coin on average, or give or take 6. That is just something special. Thanks for listening, but it is time for us to be moving on.